After many weeks of speculation, Chase Briscoe and Joe Gibbs Racing makes it official that they will be pairing up for the 2025 season and beyond. By the sound of things, it is a 1+1 contract where Briscoe has a guaranteed year and a pickup year next year. That's just the feeling I'm getting, the vibe I'm getting, if you will. So bear with me. But he has some pretty big shoes to fill for Martin Truex Jr. Martin Truex Jr. heading into every single year while he was in his 19 car was a championship contender. Will Chase Briscoe be a championship contender in his 19 car? Well, right now, I believe he can. But come Daytona next year, I may have a different feeling and mindset about him. But for the time being, though, I think Joe Gibbs Racing had the biggest deal of all time in the driver market. Stewart-Haas Racing unfortunately shut down, and four drivers were left without a ride, and Briscoe was swept off his feet by Joe Gibbs Racing, and I believe this right here is going to work out really well. Briscoe would more than likely is going to bring over some of his sponsors, Mahindra Tractor, High Point, and much more probably, and Briscoe is such a likable guy. You really don't see him getting into much drama on Sunday afternoons in the Cup Series. He's usually staying in his own lane, and yeah, you really don't see him do much things. And he's not a bad driver we have to worry about having PR nightmares left and right. He knows how to act, and that's why they picked him compared to the likes of Noah Gragson. Noah Gragson is a PR nightmare. You can say all you want. Noah Gragson is not the guy. Remember, folks, Gragson burnt his bridge with Toyota whenever he left Legacy Motorsports last year after he got suspended by NASCAR, but also the team itself. And he burnt that bridge with them, and he's also burnt his bridge with Ty Gibbs. And him and Ty Gibbs used to have a pretty fair relationship, but until they started battling it out in the Xfinity Series for the championship a couple of years back, they just didn't get along then, and it's not going to be repaired anytime soon. So that right there was a big no-no for the coach, and it makes a lot of sense. And picked up Briscoe, brings in sponsorship money, doesn't really get into much drama on and off track, stays in his lane, and that right there is going to result in some good results and possibly some wins down the road. And I just believe they got the steal of the decade right here because Briscoe is a very talented driver, talented enough to the likes that where Ford were wanting to keep him as much as they could, but they really couldn't provide much, and that's why Briscoe ultimately decided to go to the 19 rather than stay with Ford. Yes, Front Row is going to be a Tier 1 organization next year full-time. Right now, they're getting some good cars now and then, but Briscoe felt like the 19 was the best option, so he went there.